There's also something here neighbors talk about called little highways. They're concerned about speeding, about dangerous intersections that run right through this neighborhood.
Yeah, there are also a couple of ramps to nowhere that we're going to talk about. It is why they are asking the city of San Antonio to change the way people cross the street here or give them more crossings. It's happening specifically at the corner of Castroville and Dahlgreen that we found especially dangerous.
Right outside this restaurant, there is the Pedro Romero pedestrian bridge that is no more. It used to be a way for pedestrians, for neighbors to walk across a very busy road, but it got knocked down by a dump truck a long time ago. And neighbors here, they want the city to do something to secure safety and give it a permanent fix. Avery Everett has that story.
To walk across Castroville Road at the corner of Dahlgreen Avenue takes a whole lot more than just crossing the street.
It's very busy. It's unchecked. There's no lights.
The road is known in this neighborhood as dangerous. Some even worry it could be deadly.
There's a lot of traffic and going all over the place.
But the city's solution, designed 5 decades ago, no longer stands. And the community is calling for something new.
We just heard a boom.
Andrew Arredondo and his family that run Tacos El Rey say what they saw on February 21st is hard to forget.
I immediately grabbed my camera and rushed outside and recorded the aftermath.
A dump truck crashed into the Pedro Romero pedestrian bridge after the driver failed to lower the truck's open box bed.
The top of the bridge was right here. So
across the street at the Madonna Center, Roger Caballero says his heart still races over what could have happened.
Thank God nobody was out here because it would have been, a huge tragedy to have something like that happen.
This bridge has served Westwood Square for 45 years, but now it's just a shell of what it was. The Neighborhood Association is calling on the city to come up with a more permanent solution. They first want the rest of this bridge to be removed, and then they want a ground-level pedestrian crosswalk to be a new solution.
The city came up with a short-term solution just a month after the crash. A temporary crossing with flashing lights, but community members say it's still not enough.
The drivers, don't really see it as a stoplight.
We wanted to test it for ourselves. After hitting the button, cars started to slow down with those flashing yellow lights. But even after those lights turned red, one car flew through just before we crossed. Caballero says it's a common sight.
It's been effective, but still dangerous, not as safe as a cross light itself will be.
So why then are neighbors signing a statement to the city calling for the bridge to be fully removed?
It was nostalgic. I understand the nostalgia for it, but it wasn't practical anymore.
The need for children to cross the street on their own is not there as it used to be.
They say it comes down to ADA accessibility and a different day-to-day use.
It wasn't in use for years. It was too steep. Elderly couldn't walk their kids up the bridge.
A landmark lost, but a lesson learned.
The street remains very dangerous to cross. There's no question about that.
The city sent me a statement confirming that it will start construction on that permanent crosswalk. Only problem is not set to start until 2024.
Keep up to date with all of San Antonio's top news, weather, and so much more by clicking the like and subscribe buttons below. And once again, thanks for watching KSAT.